I'd like to talk about the scarf joint here. This one in particular on bent 6 was one of the scarf joints that I worked on. There's about 20 other ones in the frame that a lot of the other folks put together. The scarf joint's used to join the two different pieces of wood for the tie beam, which is the 35-foot tie beam. We made that out of a couple of 20-footers. The thing I really like about this particular joint is it really helped me understand more about the square rule and how that is used to join timbers. One of the timbers is almost perfectly square. The other one is about a 1/4 inch out of square. It's also about a 1/2 inch thicker in both dimensions. The square rule allowed me to put those two timbers together and keep my reference faces smooth. So the top face here is smooth for the joist to lay, and the reference face here where the sheathing goes is also smooth. On the bottom side, before we hewed the timber or did the hewing procedure after we joined, there was a good 1/2 inch step between the two timbers. If that 1/2 inch step would have been across the top here, that would have made our floor not flat, which you can't have. And if it would have been that 1/2 inch coming across this reference face, our sheathing wouldn't go on there when we cover it. So I really got to very accurately see why the square rule is used and how we can put two difficult timbers together. This scarf joint took about, the entire timber took about 2 hours for me to lay out. The scarf joint itself, using the fine Mafel saws that we had here, I was able to rough cut it out in less than an hour, and then it took about another hour to clean up the scarf joint and fit it together. I really learned a lot about the layout process doing a number of scarf joints here. It really showed the accuracy of the lines, whether I was accurate or not, because the scarf, everything really needs to fit together pretty neatly, which this one does. Some of my others are not nearly as good. This was the 4th one in a row I did, which was a tremendous learning opportunity.